Absolutely.
Hopefully that you know what I'm saying, we get some good content today. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with it.
Absolutely.
We fucking with it
Absolutely.
right now.
Huh?
We fucking with it right now.
Fucking with it right now?
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah,
gotta
you
be doing,
on.
man. I'm on?
Yeah, this is called Prison Talk, Prison Talk. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Podcast.
I'm on there right now?
Yeah, you on there, fam.
Oh, okay, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man, shouts, man. I don't even know how to even start, man. I want to start off by saying, good morning, Uh, happy Sunday. I'm blessed to be alive. I'm blessed to be awake. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to be where I'm at, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
it's a good day, and I'm thankful, and like I said, all I can say is blessed and thank God, first and foremost.
Yeah.
But I want to know,
Yeah,
I,
we started this podcast interview, you know what I'm saying, with the homie Lawrence Adam, you know what I'm saying, Junior. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he in the penitentiary and shit, man. And, you know what I mean? He wanna come live with it, so I'm gonna let him talk his shit, you know what I mean, and go from there. What's up, fam? How long you been
hey
locked up
man,
in there for?
and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I've been down here since 2013 now, you know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I've been here since 2013, man, and it ain't looking like it's getting no easier for me, man. But at the end of the day, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Some shit just changed, and I see some light at the end of the tunnel right now, man. And I didn't have no help, man. I didn't have no lifeline, bro. And all of the shit that they had going on around in the system, bro, it was backwards, and it still is backwards. It makes no sense how it is. It's so different, you know what I mean, compared to anybody else and how their systems is, you know what I'm saying, how everything else that they got going on. This system right here really is designed the way that they got it over here in Washington and the Washington way. They got it to try to break us down, you know what I'm saying? And it's really designed like that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, they want us to be against each other, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't be
Right.
like that. And to be honest with you, Rob, to tell you the truth, the way that we have it, you know what I mean, the way that things is set up, we have so much things that we can look into, the things that we can build, you know what I mean, even with our peoples, and you know what I'm saying, and our loved ones outside of here, you know what I mean. We don't get no contributors like that if we can't get no help from our loved ones out there. But we do, and when we do, the system doesn't like it, and they try to block us from being able to have a contact and have, you know what I'm saying, the right, and the right avenues, whatever, no matter if it's just a phone call, no matter if the phone calls, who cares if the phone calls is monitored. We know they're listening to everything. It doesn't matter. It's prison, you know what I'm saying? This is
For
what they
sure.
do. This is what it's designed for. They designed for it to try to break us down, you know what I mean? It's a manipulative system, you know what I'm saying? It's modern day but I got a question, so
Go
and
ahead.
I got a question, for like like it doesn't matter about just the Washington prisons. I just got a question for the whole prison systems anyway, period, no matter what, because everybody want to complain about being locked down and how the systems is that. You guys know that we run these systems, right? You
Right.
guys know that we is the way that how everything is moved, you know what I mean? We are their jobs, we are the way that they eat, we are the way that they even get paid and everything else. We does everything around here, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. Like if I said, if we wasn't working for this facility and we wasn't doing all the work that goes on around up in here, and we
Right.
wasn't doing the cooking and cleaning around here in the kitchens and everything, or going around doing all of the maintenance and everything around these facilities, they wouldn't be able to run. And then we wonder why we getting paid 60-some cent or 20-some cent an hour and this and that, and then they, you know what I'm saying, they just walking around paying basically, like, I want to call it, and I'm going to tell you the truth, I want to call it, me personally, I want to call it, I'm not going to call it slavery, I'm not going to call it none of that, I'm going
Right.
to call it that they winning.
Right. Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
are
call it
winning.
that they winning. They
Yeah.
winning. Then they figured it out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't you put them up first?
What they lock you up for though?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm in prison right now, bro. I've been in prison. I've been in prison I'm in here for 2 counts of assault. One, bro. I was
Okay.
in Spokane County, bro, and I was fucking with these people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they broke in my house. They
Right.
suspect me. Took some shit, you know what I'm saying? I found out who it was, you know what I mean? And it was weeks later, you know what I'm saying? And I retaliated, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up whooping their ass, bro. bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never did nothing to deserve just getting 25 years, bro. They gave me 25 years.
Damn.
Basically, they gave me 25 years, bro. I didn't have a broken bone in my case. I didn't have a fracture in my case. I didn't have none of that. But they was able to lie and manipulate the system, bro. And they did that. And they were smokers and everything. You know what I'm saying? I was asking, you know what I mean, my attorney to be able to really, you know what I mean, how can we be able to attack this case the way that we need to attack this case, you know what I'm saying, as far as these people, you know what I mean, knowing that they're not credible because they was already locked up and all kind of, I just got railroaded, bro, and you know what I mean, I didn't have no help, and I didn't know, and I was a little bit younger, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
even though I was in my 20s, but I was younger, and I was young and dumb to the system, you know what I'm saying, but as far as sitting up in here now and really trying to understand it, I know I got railroaded, I know what's going on, but that's already behind me and past me. So now I'm trying to get things put back to its perspective together to where I can be able to basically grab hold of somebody and some things out there to come back up inside of here to help me get out of here. Because the only thing I'm trying to do right now is be able to get my thing ran together. And I know if I get them ran together, I can get up out of this prison. And I know for a fact that it's going to happen. You know, it's just a matter of time, man. Like I said, I don't lose no more sleep now, man.
Right.
I used to be stressed out all the time.
Right.
I used to be down and out, you know what I mean, and all of that, you know what I mean, and not having no support like you're supposed to have, you know how that goes, you know what I mean, but like I said, I just be honest with you, whether you believe it or not, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a boss, so I had to figure it out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't dealing with that when I was out there, having no help from nobody, having this and that from nobody. Family wasn't around, none of this wasn't around, you know?
Right.
And that's okay. Because I wasn't around them. So it wasn't like, okay, yeah, when I all of a sudden come to prison, now I'm going to think that that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm still doing who I am because at the end of the day, my people know who I am. And if they want me, you know what I'm saying, they can come and get me. They know where I'm at. They know who I am. They know where I get out.
Right.
And I'm right here, you know? And
Okay.
I'm waiting, arms open, you know what I'm saying, for any and everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I don't have no love lost, no love found from nobody. I'm not tripping. I'm not on nobody that ain't been here on with me my time. And I don't, you know, I did this to put myself in this position, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do myself to get myself out of this position. But at the end of the day, I'm just being honest. If you fuck with me now. Other than that, don't fuck with me when I'm on my good, what you call it. If you can't fuck with me when I'm bad, then you can't fuck with me when I'm good. Because I'm straight right now, you know?
Right, right.
And I'm just being honest. I'm good. I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every day I wake up, I'm thankful, you know?
Yeah.
As I wake up, my eyes open, I be blessed. I be thankful.
Yeah.
You know?
How old are you right now?
Man, I just turned 39 years old, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wish I don't even look it, man, but I just turned 39 years old, man. I'm almost on my 40 wop, man. It's crazy, man. I didn't even think I was going to ever make it here, man. I'm on my 40 wop right now, going up. My next birthday, bro, I'll be a nice 40.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting old.
Yeah, I'm 50.
I ain't got no gray hairs, y'all. I ain't got no gray hairs. I mean, and I still got all my teeth, you know?
Yeah,
I can't do it, you feel me? At the end of the day, bro, I'm just trying my best. You know, I go to school, I do all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I try my best to stay active as I can, but I haven't been able to really work out
right.
and do the things that I need to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, since COVID, really, I've been down and out, like, as far as, like, my time got harder during COVID, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I started getting my downhill time, like going to the hole, you know what I'm saying, and spending all my time in there and this and that, bro. And that right there started taking me to a whole nother place, you know, and where I was really starting to get uncomfortable. One thing I don't want to do is be uncomfortable in here. I'm already uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm already uncomfortable. And so when they do that, you know what I mean? And I have to figure it out. And it's just designed from being around these people because I gotta be honest with you, I don't know none of these people that's really up in these prisons. If you ain't from Tri-City, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who you are. Right. I don't know nothing about you, and I don't mean no harm or no disrespect. I don't care about none of that. I just don't know who you are, and I'm not trying to get to know you. I'm not trying to meet you, you know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't real and you ain't genuine, there's nothing we need to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And I'll leave it at that.
Right.
And I'm not trying to say that I'm better than nobody around here, this and that, but no, you ain't me and I ain't you.
Right.
And y'all do, you guys just move a lot different than how I move, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want no problem because I'm not coming in this prison trying to make friends or trying to make myself something and make a name for something in here that I'm looking for. I'm not trying to be in here. I'm not going to look. This is not a legacy for me. My legacy want to be left outside of here. I'm not wanting nothing up in here. I don't care about what's going on up in this prison. I want out of here, and I never want to come back again. I never want to do this again. I never want to put myself or anybody that I love or care about in a position to be ever doing this again. This is not okay. I don't know who thought that this was okay, but this is not okay. Whoever thought the design in this was okay, this is not okay. And whoever did it and that designed it, that made this thing, they were sick in the mind. But at the end of the day, they was able to win because they made a system where they were able to be always win, and they'll never be without. And they knew exactly what they was doing to build it. You know what I mean? And it's not just designed for, like you say, slavery. You know what I'm saying? What is slavery? Is it slavery for everybody? Because everybody's in here. Everybody.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
From male, female, it doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter about none of that. So they're slaving all of us. Who cares?
Right.
It's not about that. So how do we get out of that? Because when you think about it, we are slaving ourselves, if you really understand, because we the ones that work. We the ones that work. We do all the work inside every prison. No matter what prison you are or what prisons you at, in what state, we are the ones that do all the work from every field to everything. Every boat and every cranny, as long as they sit there watching us put it in there, we are the ones that's working. So we basically building our own lockup system. We building our own systems that destroy our stomachs in here, from the food digestive system, everything. We do all that. There's nothing that we don't do to ourselves, but we want to complain about it. But if we didn't do it, the only thing we got to do is just say, fuck it, I'm not doing nothing that they want me to do over there in them prisons. I'm not doing nothing. Let them go ahead and hire a bunch of people and this and that and see how their system works and see how the prisons be designed. You know what I mean? Then making all of the inmates do all of the work. How about we figure out how we can do that? But no, if we don't, now we're getting infracted. We're getting rolled up. We're getting thrown in a hole. So we basically are forced to basically save ourselves for these people. If not, we're going to be basically punished again. So we're basically going to get double punished, you know what I'm saying, for what we already got from being sentenced, because they only told me that I had to come to prison, you know what I'm saying, and do some time. They didn't tell me that I had to come to prison and work for these people or do anything. I didn't know that was okay, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm here now, and that's what is okay, and that's what they designed, and that's the way it is made. It's designed for us to run it, and we are running it, but we're complaining about it.
Right. So how did you get a chance to read my book yet?
No, yeah, absolutely. It's right here in front of me, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to keep it funky, man. I'm going to keep it funky, man. I need some more, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. Wherever it said that the to be continued, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm going to need some more, man. I appreciate your content, man. I like it, man.
Thank you.
You keep up the good work, bro, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't really had it, man, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't know you from a can of paint, man. You don't know me from a can of paint, but I always appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, and give you much love and respect for reaching me and reaching out to me up in here, man, and talking to me, you know what I'm saying, on everything, man, because I got family, man, and I ain't even heard from them since I've been down. Like I said, it's much love, and I appreciate you, whether you believe it or not. Seeing your name on my JPay, you know what I'm saying, when I wake up in the morning, you know what I'm saying, makes me happy, you know what I'm saying? Makes me feel appreciated, loved, and like somebody cares about me, and I don't even know you, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's much love and it's thanks, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
you don't know me, and I don't know you, but like I said, you know what I'm saying, I seen your son's mom posting your picture with your son and on visits and stuff like that, whatever. And I was like, I don't know him, so but he from Tri Cities, so let me reach out like that. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean, cause I don't know her. I never met her a day in my life. Only you know what I'm saying. Like I said, post a picture because I be trying to get my content from the people. You know what I'm saying? It's from Tri Cities. But when I googled you from Chicago.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. That's my hometown. That's my birthplace, man.
Yeah.
They call me Shy Tribe, man, and I'm going to stay like that, and I'm going to leave it like that. But I rock my hometown, man, you know what I'm saying? I rocked on my back pretty swell, too.
So about what age did you move to the Tri-Cities?
Back and forth. I've been going back and forth. I was probably like, 14, 15, going back and forth.
Okay.
So I started young and early, going back and forth, you know.
Okay.
I literally really just came back in March when I had caught this stupid-ass case. I just came back from Chicago. I caught this punk-ass case in September, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But other than that, well, I've been, you know,
Okay.
back home, man. But Tri-Cities is a land I can always stand on,
Right.
and I'm a baby over there, what I'm saying. I appreciate it, what I'm saying. It's always much love,
Right.
And that's all I want everybody to know, It's
Right.
love lost, none found, man. But I just want y'all to know that I'm here and I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, and I want to let everybody know, like I said, that I found him through his son's mom's Facebook post. It wasn't no recent post either. It was like some time ago and such there. But I thought that was pretty tight that he's able to maintain a relationship with his son while he's still locked up. That was very beautiful.
Yeah, that's my little guy, man. That's my, that's my God, man. I love all my kids, man. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to do my time so I can show them, what I'm saying, who I am. Because they ain't really been able to know who I love because I've been in the system, right? I ain't been able to be who I know who I am to them. And I ain't never been able to give them that.
Right.
And me being in here, I can't give them what I know that I can give them, you know what I'm saying? And I wish that I could.
Do you like it better? Do you like it better in Washington State, or do you like it better over in Chicago? As far as the lifestyle, the living, everything.
Yeah, I'd be honest with you, man. I can be honest with you, man. I'd rather be at home. Always, I'd rather be in Chicago, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a different
Chicago.
Kind of feeling for me. But as far as being in Washington, it's more laid back and understanding, you know what I mean? And people can be able to live a little bit longer. It's a little bit more accurate for me, you know what I'm saying? So I don't mind it. I don't mind, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind raising my kids here in Washington State.
Right.
As far as them being, and not saying it like this is the wrong way to raise them in Chicago, but at the end of the day, this depends on where the upbringing is at.
Yeah,
I'd rather them be up here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because
down here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's a lot going on in Chicago and stuff like that. Whatever they talking about, old block and all kind of stuff. So that's why I had to ask. I was like, okay, he's from Chicago, okay. So yeah, I can feel on that because Chicago fast too.
It is, man. It's a fast life, man. It's the life I grew up living. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't lose that from right here where I'm at now. I still lose that fast, you know. Once it's in you, it's in you, you know.
Right.
I try not to live like that because at the end of the day, I'm just a human. I'm just a person. I don't care where city or state I'm from. I'm human just like everybody else, you know.
Right.
That's all I know, you know.
Yeah. So
that's all I want.
When you touch down, finally touch down, get out. Cause I know you work on your appeal and stuff like that, whatever too. So when you touch down, get out, like, well, what's gonna be your first mission? Like when you get out that penitentiary and hit the world, hit the town.
Oh man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. I'm already establishing myself, man. I'm already straight, man. I'm gonna be living right over here, right up the street in Everson, Washington, man. I'm straight. I'm already set aside of solidifying what I need to do in my life, you know. I'm already all right. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate the person that's in my corners right now, you know. And it ain't many. I can count on my hand how many it is, and that's a good thing, you know, because it ain't heavy.
Right.
And I'm not tripping and I live light, you know.
Right.
And I'm thankful. I said, whether nobody could believe it or not, I'm thankful. I appreciate it.
Right. And it's a good thing, though, you know what I'm saying, that you recognize that, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's gonna make you a lot better person when you get out because, you know what I'm saying, it's all about just, you know what I'm saying, just taking care of your family, working, praying to God, you know what I'm saying, and just living a life, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, yeah, but it's out here, man. I'm glad you called in too, man, because because your story is interesting. Because I read your story on Google after we talked the first time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was very interesting because you had, at one point in time in your situation, you jumped out of a third-story window.
Yeah, man. I jumped out of a third-story window.
What made you do that shit?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It was because I thought, man, I just had came back from Chicago, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was on the run, you know, and I was running from a charge over there, and I thought it was a L charge. I thought it was a murder charge, and I thought I was getting away. And come to find out, it didn't have nothing to do with that, you know.
Yeah, the phone about to hang up, so call me right back, fam.
Oh yeah, I always said already 1 minute.
Yeah. So call me right back.
The caller has hung up.
Yeah. We got that one on there.
This free call, press 1 to refuse this. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, I'm back at you.
I didn't even hear him.
Yeah. It's all good though. So get back to what you were saying. You jumped out the third story window and shit, man.
Yeah, man, I hadn't jumped out a third story window, man, in Spokane, Washington, man, trying to get away from the people. The
Right.
U.S. Marshals, man, they then jumped out, broke off, bones all over my body, leg, arm, everything. And thought I don't know what I was thinking, man. I didn't get away. Then come to find out it had nothing to do with the goddamn DOC warrant. I was so mad and upset. I broke all my bones, you know. Now I gotta go to the county jail, vulnerable in wheelchair, in cancer, and all of that stuff for nothing.
Wow.
For a violation.
Wow.
You know? But at the end of the day, I didn't know nothing about it, man. I thought for something else that I didn't have nothing to do with. And then come to find out it was something, you know what I mean, that I had to deal with, that I was going to deal with anyway.
Right.
And it wasn't even going to get me nothing, you know, and I fucked up my whole body for that, you know. But I'm all right now. I'm healthy. You know, I feel good now. You know, that's behind me, you know, I'm all good now. They all back together now, you know.
Right, man. That's what's up, man. I was like, damn, I read that shit. I said, damn, nigga drove that a third story window. God damn.
You know what I mean? I'll never do it again. Yeah.
I was like, that nigga's a savage for that one. You know what I mean?
Everything. I'll never do it again.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, man.
Everything.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. So, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Huh?
Say what you was about to say?
Yeah, so what kind of music you be listening to up in there? You know what I mean? Like, what's your style of music that why you up in there listening to?
Be honest with you, man, my style of music, man, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even got no style. I listen to everything.
Okay.
It don't matter what it is, I listen to everything.
Okay.
As long as ain't nobody doing no alternative stuff in my ear and yelling and screaming and doing all of that, it doesn't matter if it's country, it doesn't matter if it's some jazz or some piano playing, anything, I can listen to it, you know, but my go-to is, I'm gonna stay slow. I like R&B, and I love listening to my female music. You know what I'm saying? R&B artists.
Yeah.
I love it. It makes me happy. It makes me feel good. I can listen to a woman talk to me and tell me the things I need to, need to hear, and I can go from there, and I can listen to it all day long.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put some money. I'm gonna put some money in your on your media page, so you get some music and stuff there, and then drop you out something on your commissary page. Yeah, I mean things like that. You know. Yeah,
you already know, bro. You know, I already know. And like I said, man, I'm telling you, I already told you, man. I'm one of them guys, man. I'm gonna tell you the honest God truth, my heart, man. I ain't gonna never give you no bullshit, nothing fake, no nothing. I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had it, you know. And then, like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I was going out there and trying to look and find it anyway, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that I had to, knowing that I still had a pops out there, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, or even I have family out there. I thought that, you know what I'm saying, when stuff like this happen to your loved ones and your people, you know what I'm saying, that things happen and they come together. It's not, it pulls them apart and it makes it, you know what I'm saying, I didn't understand that, and I don't want that, you know what I mean? So when you find something and it's designed to lock in, and somebody said that they love you or they care about you, you need to really know what that means, because I don't want nobody to tell me that they love and care about me. I don't even care if you're my family.
Right.
Don't tell me you love and care about me if you really don't. That's a different kind of meaning and understanding when it comes to those things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you ain't here, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't saying nothing to me in years and years and years, you can't. And I would appreciate it if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, when I get out, because that would make me feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying? So keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and we're going to leave it at that, you know? Only thing I want to do is be able to come outside of here and show you guys that I made it, you know, and I'm going to, because I make it in here.
Yes. Yeah, you there, you know what I'm saying? You all haul in there, but you're on your way out, though, too.
I'm on my downhill. I'm on my down slope.
Yeah.
That's all that matters to me. I didn't even think that this was possible. When they told me, this is what they told me. And I ain't gonna lie, this is what they told me as sentence. And they said, oh, yeah, we're gonna give you 303 months.
Right. I read that.
I'm like, oh shit. I looked at the judge. I'm telling the truth. I'm like, oh yeah. I said, oh, I can do that shit with my dick in the dirt. That's exactly what I said to him.
Damn.
And and I was like, I do that with my dick in there. I get up to my cell, I started adding up them 303 months, and once I started adding up them 12, them 12, them 12, them 12, them 12, and they started getting high and high and high, and when they got past 12, 10 times, I was like, man, that's 10 years plus another 10. I said, I can't do that. I don't even think this is possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Because when I read it, you know what I mean, I'm drinking and shit, you know what I mean, I'm smoking my fire and shit, you know what I mean, I had to reread it a couple times. I said, does this say 300 something months? Or 30 months, you know what I mean? But I read it when I wiped my eyes out, fam. I said, nigga 300 something months. I said, God damn.
On everything. That's how I had it. That's how it hit me. They didn't hit me like that standing in front of them, because I'm talking to you. I was like, it didn't hit me until I get upstairs and I'm at it, because nobody's thinking about that like that.
Right.
And that's what they do, and that's how they do us. You know what I'm saying? Because when we're juveniles, this is how they do us, because they most think about it like this. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Most times when I think about it, most people ain't doing math. Most people ain't trying to be intelligent, thinking about what's going on. So when you're a juvenile, they're telling you, oh, we're gonna give you 600 and some weeks. So they're telling you weeks.
Right.
Those weeks add up to a whole bunch of lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That adds up to a lot. So when you come to the state prisons, now they trying to hit you with months and confuse it, because a lot of people in here ain't got no motherfucking nothing, got a GED, high school diploma, so they ain't thinking that what the months is, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, and then they start adding them up.
Right.
Because some people in here got 1,200 in some months.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna never be able to get it. If I got 300 in some months, and that's 200, that's 25 years. So what is 1,200 in some months? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
that doesn't even make sense. How do you add that up? 1,200 months? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, they ain't playing.
And they didn't even tell them that they had life, because they still have a release date on the computer, and it makes no sense, because there's never going to be a release date from 1,200 months.
Right.
There's never going to be a release date.
Right.
You know? And it makes no sense, but they have one.
Right.
And they call those people life de facto. They don't tell them that they have a life sentence, you know? And which is a fucked up thing, and it hurts them, because at the end of the day, they still got light at some kind of tunnel. But what tunnel? There's no light at that tunnel. You can't see that. The people that really have a life sentence have a better chance at getting out than people that have just 1,200 months.
Yeah, because Eddie Davis Jr., you know, they gave him life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And like he was saying, they was going off of his convictions from before when he was a juvenile and shit like that, whatever.
Yes, and that's how they do it. They try to add everything up, and it's really designed that way, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna this system that they have in here in Washington is so backwards and what we need, and I'm just being honest, whether nobody know it or not, you know what I'm saying? We need help. They need to be looked into, they need to be talked to, they need to be helped, you know what I'm saying? And whether they try to figure it out, because it's just like, if we had, and I'm just being honest, if we had some weird freaky charges, then we'll be out of here already, you know?
Right.
We got people in here that's doing life sentences, and I'm not lying to you, bro, for stealing a candy bar at the store. They ended up with a third strike, and they got life sentences for having
the third strike,
a beige Ruth out of the store? A beige Ruth? I'm like, what? That I spent the rest of my life in prison?
Yeah.
But you have these other what you call it that they have in here, and they have these little weird freaky people that they be having, and they have these other charges that they have locked up, and they'll let them right up, you know. And I'm not into that. I don't judge nobody what they got going on.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they have to look up at a higher tower when it comes to that. But at the end of the day, when they doing stuff like that, and it's just that I've been seeing this in this system. So now they're trying to follow, Washington is trying to follow Norway and other prisons. But at the end of the day, whoever's out there and whoever's listening, this Washington prison needs help. Now, I don't care. This Washington State prisons need help. They need to be looked into. They need to figure this out, because it's not okay. We don't have parole. We don't have no kind of help to where we be able to get out of here and be able to live a life, you know what I'm saying? Even if we all going to school and doing this and this and that. You have people that go to school and they have college credits and this and that and all kind of stuff, degrees and everything, that would never be able to use it and never be able to use it or anything, just because they'll never be able to get out of here. You know what I mean? They'll never be able to get out of this prison to be able to use none of the stuff they use, but they still forces us to do that.
Right.
I don't understand that, and it's designed that way because they still get paid no matter what. So they forces us so they can still get paid. So they forces us to go to school. Everything is just a forced hand up in here. And what they need to do is force us out of here. That's what they need to do.
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said again, you're on your downtime, so you're on your way out. You know what I'm saying? So you still gonna be young enough for shit to still go out here and go to work, get money, and you know what I mean, you know what I mean, take care of
Absolutely.
you and your situations out here inside there because you know it's all about working and get some money inside there and but I heard Spokane don't be bullshitting though.
It's not at all. They don't play no games. They ain't gotta worry about me ever going back over there.
Yeah, all right. You know what I mean?
They ain't gotta worry about me ever going back over there.
Yeah, man.
I
They
tell you
said
that
man,
much.
Spokane be shutting shit down.
Yeah, they ain't there.
Get niggas out of here.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was my first time in that. That was my first time in that city.
Right.
It was my last time in that city, and I never was in there before. And I was only in there from March to September, and they smacked me, and that's what they do to everybody. They come from out of town,
Right.
and that's what they try to say and make it like I was something bigger than what I was. They didn't know anything about me. They didn't even get a chance. They didn't even ask me. If you would have asked me, I would have explained it to you. Because one thing I don't do, and I ain't got no time to do no more, is lie about nothing. I don't care anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm living life. You know,
Yeah.
what is there to lie about? You feel me? Lying ain't gonna get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shouts out to my too, if anybody ever needs to know. Shouts out to Angela Marie, man, holding me and make me feel good every day, you know what I mean? Inside, outside, you know what I mean? And when I say tell you the truth, bro, the best thing that can ever happen to me is the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
Who was that?
Okay. That's Angela Marie. That's my best friend, my best half, better half, you know what I mean? I swear, bro, it's been literally holding me down, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as, like, having my back, you know what I mean? And showing me what real, is, you know what I'm saying? And it didn't even start off of like a it's, I have a friend, and I never had none of that, you know?
Right,
I never had that, you know, and I appreciate it, you know, and I appreciate everything else that comes along with it, you know what I mean? And it's the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'll be honest with you, bro, I live a good life, you know?
Yeah,
I'm sitting right here, and I wish that people understood that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, God sent you an angel.
Yes, yes, absolutely, and I've been saying that for a nice hot minute now, and it's been a nice hot solid 5 years to where my feet's been kicked up now. I can twinkle my toes and stuff. I feel good. I'm not tripping.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
There's another thing too, and I heard you just say that. You know what I'm saying? Don't even worry about it. That what you call it, you just said, man. I'm that what you call it too. I'm gonna figure out a way. You know, and I'm gonna put you in the touch with what you call it. I'm gonna shoot you some of that good or what you call it. Well, you always have some variety packs coming. You know, so you have variety packs coming from me, man. You can always be able to get right if that's what you want to do. You feel me?
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Huh?
I didn't catch what you were saying. What you say it again?
So you say you was blowing on that good bag, right?
Yeah, right now.
My people's is, you know what I'm saying, what you call it, if you need any of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to always be available, you know what I'm saying, I can just have them throw you whatever you need.
Yeah, no, I got this dispensary down here like 2 blocks away from where I live at, you know what I mean? I just, you know what I mean, go up there and should get that, and I'm back at the crib.
Yeah, I'm already knowing, but we don't want that. We don't want that from over there. We is the dispensaries now.
Yeah, they got a dispensary in Pasco right now.
They say what again?
They got a dispensary in Pasco right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, like I said, man, I grew up in Pasco and shit, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean, from 2 years old to 18 years old, 19 years old, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, it's all crazy, you know what I'm saying, I went down there like a couple years ago, and it's just different, it's changed.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It wasn't the same even when I was going back and forth. It's a lot different, man.
Yeah.
It's got a lot bigger. I can tell them that. It's got a lot bigger.
Yeah.
It's turning into a little city, man. I give them that, man. Try to tell them what's up, man.
Yeah.
People don't fuck with y'all like that, man. Try to tell them stand up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, y'all know what it is, man. It's all love, man.
Yeah, but I've been in Seattle.
It's all love.
Yeah, I've been in Seattle since then, you know what I mean? Since 1994 all the way to 2025 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah. So you've been up there in Seattle?
Yeah. Since I moved out of Tri-Cities when I was like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah. See, okay.
Yeah. That's when.
So what you pushing now?
I just turned 50.
You just turned 50?
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah.
We making it, man. I didn't even think it was possible. I'm almost 40, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
In the joint or outside in the streets, bro, I'm almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I still feel good, you know? I feel great, you know? Thankful, blessed, appreciative, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, that's how I
don't know
am.
what else to say to nobody, man. I just like, man, when I wake up in the morning, my body's still able to move, and that first eye still open, and it ain't telling me that I'm dead, and my life expectancy is over. I'd be like, thank you, God. Bless. Now, can I have some of these years outside of this penitentiary like you're giving me inside of this penitentiary? That's all I want.
Yeah, you gonna get that.
I wouldn't care if you only gave me 60 days outside of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. I just want to be able to live life outside of here. One thing I never want to do is, I'm going to tell you the truth, bro, and this is my fear, and I'm going to be honest with you, and I never put myself in those situations. They just never know. One thing I don't want to do is, I never want to die in this prison. Never want to die in here.
Right.
It's the only thing.
Yeah, right, for sure.
I don't understand. That's my only fear about is dying in here. And it ain't about somebody, you know, it's just, you just never know. You know?
Never know.
Just never know.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I don't want to do. I want to be able to at least be able to walk around and be able to see my people, for this, my woman, my kids outside of this prison and have them around me at least one more time.
Right.
Outside of this penitentiary walls, you know?
Right.
You know who I am. That's it. I just don't want to get my life in here.
Nah, but you've been here long enough though, so you already know what it is. Then you know what I mean. You know you got to walk a straight line and shit. You know?
Yeah, nigga, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna. I'd have to figure out a way to humble myself, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I've been down here in this place, put my hands on people because they've been acting weird and doing stuff. So I'm trying to punch it on these weird people.
Right.
So I stay away from them now. They don't give me no celly no more, you know. I got, you know, they don't give me no celly and none of that stuff. So they keep me away from people because at the end of the day, they see how I move. I'm respectful to them, you know what I'm saying? And they respect my movement. So they see how I move. If I ask them something, it's me asking out of respect, because other than that, I won't talk to them. I don't talk to the police. I don't do nothing with, and I don't have nothing against them. This is their job. But I just don't do none of that, you know what I mean? But I do the respect thing. So if I ask for anything, like, you think I can get some ice? You think I can get in the shower? You think they'll always, my doors will always pop open without no kind of argument here, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? I always gotta open my door no matter what, you know what I'm saying? So I have a straight which, and that goes to every penitentiary that I go to because it's a more of a respect thing, you know? And some people don't get that because they don't know how to act, you know what I mean? And people just come over here and think that this shit is just like, you know, designed to try to make these people have a rough life and a rough time while they're doing their job. No, I don't move like that. This is just a job. I'm not gonna make their time no worse than what it is, because this is where I live at right now. I don't want them to come in here and make my time no worse than where it is, going in my cell, ruining my shit, opening shit, disrespecting my stuff, just ripping shit, you know what I'm saying? Just because I know that that's their job and they can go in and do it whenever they want. Why would I want that? So I don't give them no reason, you know what I'm saying? And they like it and they appreciate me no matter where I'm at, you know, and they all utmost respect. How you doing, Mr. Adams? How you doing, sir? You know, and I think that, you know. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but at the end of the day, they give me my respect because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They see how I move. And I don't want no problems with them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way that everybody needs to be moving in here. But they don't. You know? They just don't.
Right. So like when you get out and shit, you want to do you know, and get to work and so there. What's in your field of work? You know what I'm saying, when you touch down?
Man, my field of work, you want to know what my field of work is right now, man? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Right now, I'm already working, bro. I work every day. I'm on island time.
Look, listen, man, because like I said, I you know what I mean, they had me locked up in OCC out there in Forks. You know what I mean? So I know what it is and shit, you know what I mean? But I didn't get no visitors, I didn't get none of it. We didn't have tablets and all that shit what you guys got now.
You have 1 minute left.
Screen TV and shit back then, you know what I mean? But you guys are doing good. But we're at the 1 minute mark right now.
They about to get ready. They about to downhill this, bro. And we only got 10 more minutes left, and I'm calling back right now so I can get my last little 10 minutes, please.
Yeah, call right back.
The caller has hung up. At Clallam Bay Corrections Center. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, what
only
you
got
said?
about 10 more minutes, man, before I have to go up in this cell, man, and you know, like I said, I don't got my tablet right now. If I did, I'll be in there popping it with you all day long, man. Because that's what's going to happen. Once I get my tablet, I'm going to be always hitting you, man. Hitting you on the tablet, asking you what's up, bro. You can always tap in with me, man. I hope I can always tap in with you, bro. Like I said, I appreciate you, my guy. It's much love, man.
Thank you.
And I want you to know, man, on everything, man, whether you believe it or not. You understand? Like I told you, I know you from a can of paint, man.
Right.
But I'm here, too, just like I know you here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But you heard about me, though.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I ain't never heard about you.
Yeah, but
I want you to tell me. You feel me? I don't even know you from a can of paint. I ain't even like you. You just told me. You telling me everything.
Yeah.
That's the way that I like it. I don't never want nobody to be able to tell me anything about you. I want you to be able to tell, because the next time anybody else to ever try to tell me anything about you, it's always some kind of mislead or what you call it, because nobody don't really know you like you know you. You know what I'm saying?
But you got a chance to get to know me and sit there because you got a chance to read my book. And my book give you the insights.
No. I didn't got a chance to get to know who you is and the guy, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple of other things, you know what I'm saying, that I think I was seeing in here. I even said beat it peace, you know what I'm saying? It's the stuff that we deal with in here. But yeah, I read the book, man. And like I said, I appreciate it. And yes, I got to know who you are, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think this is the last of it, Corey, you feel me? I'm waiting on the rest of it because it told me I need to be continued. So whatever the rest of it is at, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sure be waiting on it.
Yeah, I got you. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. You know what I mean?
It's on everything.
Yeah.
And this is love, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody doing it, bro. Ain't nobody showing us no kind of real love and support, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know what I'm saying, out there like that.
Yeah,
you know?
and now you're on the podcast and stuff, you know what I mean? So now I can take your podcast and send it out and stuff there, and whoever want to catch on to it and stuff like that, whatever, gonna reach out to you and stuff like that too, you know what I mean? So it's all about, you know, I said again, being positive and, you know what I mean, just letting God work the magic.
Absolutely, and I want everybody to know I ain't gonna lie, this is my first time ever talking on any kind of platform or anything. Yeah, I'm a little bit, and nervous, take that out, my mind's all over the place. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm gonna get way, way better. I'm gonna get a lot better at everything I do. That's all I do is try to get better.
Right, right.
You know, and things is gonna get better.
Yeah.
That's all they can do for us, because they can't get no worse than what they already are.
Right,
you know?
right.
If they do, then there's a problem because you allowed it to. I don't think that they can be allowed to if you don't allow it to, you know?
Yeah, but even when you get out, you can watch my podcast. Like I said again, with Big Lurch, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Davis, yourself, and it's gonna go on and on because this is what I'm doing and stuff like that, whatever. And niggas from Pasco, Tri-Cities, they're not even doing that. You know what I mean?
They're not doing nothing,
not even
bro.
none of it.
I'm telling you, they don't understand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you want to know? They don't understand. And you want to know what's crazy is? I want to know. Well, I want to know what this means, because only a person is going to know this, where I come from, that knows what I mean when I say this, because I was so confused, and it was just happened to have a conversation that just happened to pop up, and then I was in the back of it, and then I get closer to the back of it, and then I'm reading before it was the end, and he said, David comes home from work feeling good because he just cashed his paycheck. Plus, he had a good day delivering mail. So before he entered his home, he checked the mailbox. There's a nice-sized envelope addressed to David Brown from Special Agent Henry, a.k.a. Hennessy.
Okay, you got it there, right?
Huh?
You got it from there.
Yeah, I know exactly what that means.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Those from the town that know what it is. That there, those words right there, Hennessy and stuff there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
So he exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I know exactly what that means. You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I read it right before you just had said that, and I was reading, and I'm standing there sitting on my bed, and I'm reading.
Yeah.
I was just at my door, and I was talking to my neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
and my neighbor's actually from the Tri-Cities too. You know what I mean? And he's actually from the Tri-Cities too. You know?
Yeah.
I have him tap in one day, but you know, and I've been knowing him for a long time. You know what I mean? And we were just having a conversation. He was like, man, you know, crazy part about it is ain't shit ever been the same ever since he did that. This and that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you talking about? And he's like, man, ain't nothing been the same ever since Henry had did that. And I'm to find back as soon as I go back and I read my book and I'm reading, and it's right there, and it shocked me. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, that was crazy. What a coincidence. You know, that's everything happened just like that.
Yes,
I just read it, you know?
Yeah,
but yes, I know what that means. I know what that was, you know?
Yeah.
And I appreciate, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Thank you.
But at the end of the day, I've seen it. I've seen it from afar, and I want you to know that I've seen it.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. You know what I mean? They all seeing it. You know what I mean?
Huh?
They all seeing it.
I would hope so if you know what it means.
Yeah. But those from the town know what it means.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you know what that means, that's exactly what that means. That's on everything, you know?
So, thank you.
At the end of the day, that's your props, bro. I'm going to tell you, like I told you, I appreciate your platform. I appreciate you even getting me when I appreciate you talking to me. I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you even waking up and giving me some of your ear this morning and your time, you know what I mean?
Thank
it's
you.
Much love, you know what I mean? And you're ready to lock me up. And at the end of the day, like I said, this ain't going to be my last time calling. As soon as I get my talent or whatever, bro, I'm going to always be able to tap in, you know what I'm saying? You can shoot me flicks, you can do whatever, bro. I'm here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's vice versa, you know what I'm saying? You can tap in whenever you want, bro. You can ask me anything. You can talk to me about anything, bro. I'm here, man. I might be one of the realest niggas you're going to ever run into, bro. And like I said, I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's from the bottom of my heart on everything, my guy. I appreciate it.
Thank you for calling in and everything like that with her, man. And, you know what I mean? So before we end this cast and shit like that, man, you want to give a shout out, you know what I mean, to the people, you know what I mean, your people, your loved ones, you know what I mean, everything like that, man. Let's end this one right there on the shout out note.
Man, shout out to all my little Adams, man. Anybody that know what an Adams is, man, they know what it is. But I want to give all my shout outs out. Shout out to Angela Marie, man.
Okay.
You know who you is. You know what time it is. And like I said, I love you, you know what I mean? It's all love, you know what I'm saying? Love to the world, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all take care, man. At the end of the day, this will never be the last of me.
For sure. So you guys have it here, you know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be the last one, it's right there. This is episode 1 on Prison Talk, you know what I'm saying? With Lawrence Adam, you know, Jr., you know what I'm saying? He here to bring some awareness, you know what I'm saying, to those out there, you know what I'm saying, who are looking at it to where, you know what I'm saying, being incarcerated is fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And he's been in there, you know what I mean? And he's about to get out, you know what I'm saying? When God opened them gates, and, you know what I mean? He's going to go from there. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. So I want to give a shout out to everyone like there, to everybody who's tuning in, who's tapping in, who wasn't tapping in and stuff like that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? His information is right there. And right there where you can tap in with him personally too. You know what I'm saying? And you guys will go from there. And right there, man, you know what I'm saying? Show some love. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Corey Bonyell fellows and this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get out this motherfucker sit there because, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a good one. I'm about to set it up, you know what I mean, for you and shit, fam. So you can get your story out there too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. God, you already know what it is.
Yeah. So you have a blessed evening and stuff like that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'll tap in with you, you know what I'm saying, by next week or something, next Friday or something like that. I'll tap in with you and we can go from there.
Already, bro. I appreciate it. You do the same. They just closed this day, bro. Like I said, man, it's love, bro. Y'all be easy. Take care. Until next time, bro. It's good. Thank you, bro.
All right. You have a good one.
Already, you as well.
All right, later.
The caller has hung up.